Hello. Okay, 1 minute everyone. So just give me a second. Let me quickly fix few things up. Meanwhile, if anyone can let me know if my voice is audible. So 1 second, let me just connect the mic properly and fix the settings. Okay, yo, what can we use there? Yeah. Cool. I hope I am audible, everyone. Can someone help me confirm that? Now I think the voice should also be a little bit better. I've switched my mic. So let me have that in frame, maybe. Yeah. Great. So I think let us wait for a couple of minutes and then we can begin. Right. Okay. So Chris sir is also helping us tell that. Thanks a lot, sir. Great. So we will just wait just a couple of minutes, everyone, and then we are going to start with today's topic. Let me meanwhile set few things up so I can give you the best learning experience. Okay, so sessions, and we can create a new notebook. Yes, so I will be letting you know the agenda, everyone. So just give me a second and I will cover that. I see the people are still joining, so let us wait just a minute more and then we will talk on that. Okay. Pretty good agenda we have today. We will be discussing about lots of things which will be very helpful. So yeah, let's start. Okay, so as sir is saying, please like everyone. I think you were expecting Krish sir, but I stole the session from him because it was one of the topic which I like very much. Okay, we recently launched a course on that as well, data structures and algorithm on Python. So we'll talk about each and everything, right? We will be making a very good project as well today on data structures, which is something you all will love for sure. So let me first share my screen, everyone. Okay, great. So just let me know if my screen is visible, right? So let me just check quickly. I think, yeah, should be fine. Let me just add that to the stage. Okay, yeah, cool. So can you let me know, everyone, if my screen is visible to all of you? Then we can start quickly. Great. Yes, Abhishek, it is very good to start from here. If you are completely new to data structures, should not be a problem. Okay. Great, great, great. So yes, all of you are able to see the screen. That is good thing. Now let us start, and let me tell you the agenda. Okay. So yeah, let me just write it down. So I will be sharing all of these notes, the codes, and everything with you. I will also discuss and tell about myself. So just give me a minute as well, everyone. Let me just get the screen share properly. Okay, 1 minute. And I can optimize for my MacBook. Cool. Yeah, I think it should be visible now. Okay, great. So let us start, everyone. Let me first quickly tell you what is going to be the today's agenda. Today we are going to talk all about the data structures, right? So the topic for today is data structures. In that, we will be talking about the inbuilt and the external, or you can say other data structures. So there are many which are inbuilt in Python. Along with that, we will also be discussing about the external data structures. And then we will be making a project. We will be making an end to end projects using various data structures, using multiple data structures. Multiple data structure. Now, I will also cover that what exactly you have to know for data structures in DS, right? In data science. And we will be learning all of these in a proper modular methods, right? So in a functional programming way, I'm not going to start with this is a list, this is all the methods. No. For this, I will tell you the resource. Krish sir also have the videos. So we will discuss on that, right? So great, everyone. Pretty sure that people are excited. Now let me just quickly, okay, let me just go back and show you. So cool. I will be just following all the methods in which Chris sir have told taken previous sessions. So we have the overall big data, overall this VS code here. I hope each and everyone is having this thing, right? 1 minute, everyone. 1 minute, everyone. So just let me check. Is my camera okay, everyone, or is it facing some issues with respect to the camera? So everyone, I hope my face is visible now. 1 minute, everyone. Just let me quickly take up the call. So it seems like some issue. Cool, everyone. Sorry for hiccup. Now I think we should be good to begin. Okay, just was some problem with the cam. I was just using some default different cam. Yeah, just a quick check. Three things you should just let me know quickly: my audio, video, and my screen. All of this should be visible, right? So I can get 3 yeses or something. That should all be helpful. So you can just let me know yes, 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 like this, because then we will not focus on the overall this thing, overall setup. We will continue. Okay, cool. So Kevin is saying that all is good. Now I think we can begin with that. Now I will just quickly revise the agenda. Today we have to do two things. First, I will be telling you all about the data structures. That is going to be our first half, in which we will discuss in a modular manner only. Okay, so in a functional programming way, we will discuss about the inbuilt data structures and the external ones. So I will be giving you a proper whole idea that how the data structures work. In that, I will also be taking all the things about your questions and everything. And then next, we will focus on creating an end-to-end project. It is going to be a task assigned project in which we will use multiple data structures. Is the agenda clear to each and every one of you? Yes or no? So I think we are good to begin then, everyone. Can I get a quick yes? देखो agenda, if agenda clear होगा, then we will be having a very good time learning, and this is a very important topic, right? Session will be around 1 to 1.5 hours, right? Great. Chalo. Then let us start, everyone. Okay. So let me go to. I hope all of you have the VS Code installed. All of you know all these things, right? So should be fine. Let me just open a completely new thing. Let me create a new folder here where I can say data structures. Okay, so we will be discussing all about data structures, and I am inside this new folder. I hope that's clear, everyone. Should not have any issues with this. Clear, clear, clear. I hope it is. Great. So yeah, let us now start, everyone. Now, before we begin, first of all, let us talk about the inbuilt data structures, right? So let us talk about inbuilt data structures. Can anyone let me know what are the inbuilt data structures in Python? Inbuilt data structures in Python. I can zoom VS Code. I think should be visible. Like I use this default setting. So yeah, should be fine, right? What are the inbuilt data structures in Python, everyone? Can you tell me? In the chat quickly. I think we have used many of them, right? We know that there are list, then there are tuple, then there is overall your set, there is dictionary. All of these we have used, right or wrong, everyone? list, dictionary, set, all of these are very common, something which we have used, we have seen every time. And again, I have understand from sir, like when we were discussing about these particular thing, we have seen that our aim here is not to teach you, okay, not to teach you this from scratch. For that you have lots of different videos. I will be teaching you this in a proper modular way. So let us start with that, right? Cool. So the very first thing, everyone, we have to understand. So let me create a new file, and let me say the file is list.py, right? I'm just going to create this new file and create a file, right? Now in this particular list.py file, I'm going to create multiple functions. So def create underscore list, and it's going to return me a new list. I hope all of you are comfortable with this thing. Anyone has any problem in what I have done as of now? Anyone has any problem in what I've done here? Quickly let me know in the chat. Can we work on this on our end? I will say, Khushi, that instead focus right now when I'm teaching and not on that. That would be better. Okay? Great. Cool. So many people might have a doubt. So let me just go on YouTube. Okay. And if I go on my channel as well. So I also have a channel on YouTube, everyone. Covered each and every of these data structures. So if anyone is from proper complete scratch for first year in Python, first year, don't know anything, you will see proper classes and explaining each and everything in the overall newest version of Python. So I'm sharing this with you. If anyone wants to understand few videos, which are few methods which I'm going to use further, you have to make sure that you can see these videos. All the methods, everything I have explained in depth here. Okay. And everything I will be coding with the OOPS principle in mind. So pretty sure that you can see the OOPS video as well, or you must have an idea about OOPS. So we will be following that only. Okay. So I've shared all the links, everyone, with you, right? Great. So now let us go back to our create list. Okay. I will tell you what the idea is. I want to show that how in an industry setting or in a project when we do it, we will be using these data structures. First, I will give you an idea about the basic data structures. Then we will just jump onto a project. Okay. Should this videos of yours enough for a beginner? Yes, Abhinav, a lot. Okay. Great. So let me now take it one by one, everyone. Let us talk a little bit about list. Now you have to tell me the answer as yes or no. Okay. The question which I write. Can I store different data types in list? What is the answer for this, everyone? Can anyone tell me? Can I store different data types in list? Yes or no? Okay, so people are saying yes. Great. Are list and array same? So the next question is, are list and array same? Yes or no? Think and then answer. Okay, everyone? Think and then answer. Now, many people are saying yes, and many people are saying no. If I, based on my experience, I will never say that list and arrays are same. It's a no. Why? Because arrays, 1 minute, arrays support just a single data type. This is a very important property of array. It is a collection of homogeneous elements. Homogeneous elements. Okay. I hope that is clear, everyone. Anyone has any doubt in this? So never make a confusion between this thing. If you are using list or arrays, let's say if you're using arrays in C++, you cannot have multiple things. Now, if I have created a list, of course, next thing will be that I will be appending something to a list. So I can say add element, right? Here I have to provide my list. I have to provide my list. So I can say my list and element. And what I will be doing, my list dot append element. So whatever you are returning me, and I will just return my underscore list. Okay. I hope you're able to see that I am not using this in a direct code. I am creating a new file, list.py, and in that I am just creating multiple methods going in line with the functional and or the modular programming. Anyone has any doubt in this thing? What exactly are we doing here? Why I'm doing it like this? Anyone? Anyone? Any doubt? Great. So should be fine, right? Then I'm just creating this. Okay. Now let's say when we talk about functional programming, when we talk about using them in a particular, let's say, project altogether, then of course I will be having useful functions, right? I will be creating functions which are useful. So from my underscore list element, I can delete this element if it is present. So I can say for ele in my underscore list, if ele equal element, right? I can just remove this element. I hope all of you are clear with this, right? I can just say my underscore list dot remove, and I can remove this element. Okay. Now understand. Okay. So people are asking, why am I doing this? Because when I talk about a particular data structure, if I have to use that in a production setting, right? Then the way it will go is I will be creating a main.py here. Now this main.py, I will be importing my list.py here. Okay, so let me rename this. Let me do a rename list ds. Okay, so import list ds. Now I can say my list equals, what was the function, everyone? It was create list. Create underscore list. So I think it should be list.ds create list. I hope, see, this, does it make sense what I've done here? This is how we write the code in a modular structure in any company. Are you able to make sense this to this, everyone? Now I have just created the usable functions. I will not be appending like this. My list dot append. I will not be using this. I will be directly using this add element method. It makes a lot of sense. Again, as I said, I am not going to teach you these methods from scratch. I hope everyone is aware with that. If you will go and list this particular video, okay, I'm just showing you this video. Okay. Okay, let the ad run. You will find each and every method. Okay, so all these methods, everything you will find in the resource as well. I have made a proper PDF notes and everything is explained. Okay, so I will highly suggest that you can see these videos if you are someone who is interested in the method. See, I have created all the functions on the list, right, everyone? Function versus method I have explained. I have explained these method as well. In this whole series which we are running, our whole aim is how you can use it in a project. It is going to be like this. Now is it getting clear, everyone? Yes or no? Now is it getting clear? Okay, cool. So in a very similar manner, what we can do is we can create a new file. We can create a new file, tuple underscore ds.py. Okay. So before I move forward, I would like to take some doubts. I think many people are asking about what was the doubt. So if anyone has any doubt related to anything in data structures, you can quickly ask me. How I imported, I just wrote import list underscore ds because this is my file list underscore ds.py. I could have done this as well from list underscore ds import create list. So methods like this can be imported. So the way you import, everyone understand how you import. This is your whole structure of project, right? In this structure, I am saying that, okay, this is my data structure project. In this project, I am going to have files, right? So one of the file I have is list and one of the file I have is main. So I can easily import things from here. I can import the method which I have created inside my main functions. Is it clear, everyone? GB19, I hope it's clear. So the modular way is writing methods in one file and importing it into the main file. Exactly. Because you have to understand one thing. In this add element method, I can change it any way I like. I can maybe show the print statement. Okay. I can show like this print imported. or let's say added. Now, if I save this and if I just run this again, my underscore list dot add element. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my underscore list. We have created this particular thing and I can just directly call add element here and we should be fine. So I can do something like this, add list underscore ds dot add element, my list, and let's say 5. Now if I run this, see, it's giving you added. I can change these things. I hope you understand. If I will be going to do the same thing in my normal function, it is not going to be easy. I will have to code it a lot of time because every time I will have to write which element I have added. See, added 5 it's showing. So this is the whole idea behind functional programming, that you do things once. Now this will get a lot more clear when I will show you the project. Okay. Again, understand the idea, everyone. Understand exactly from where I'm coming from with respect to the idea. Okay. You must have written the code as of now in the Jupyter notebook. So again, all of you must have learned Python in the Jupyter notebook, right? Well, Jupyter notebook cannot be used for creating projects. It is the best way to learn, but for creating projects, this is the best thing. I hope that's clear, everyone. Yes or no? Neeraj, I will be doing a project. Stay with me. First, I want to just quickly cover about these data structures. Okay. Clear, everyone? Good to move forward. Doubt? कुछ समझ नहीं आया? कोई दिक्कत हो? Anything? If you have any other question regarding the data structures, let me know. Okay, I will show you one more thing. So we have a proper full-fledged course. So me and Chris sir, if you will just go on Udemy and search DSA Python. So it's a non-logged in. See, it's a non-logged in account. Hopefully it will show in the first two. See, the second one is our course. So complete Python with DSA Bootcamp 1669. Here we have the exercises. Again, I'm just showing you that we have done this thing where we have taught programmers about data structures in complete depth. You will see so many topics here. Pay attention, everyone. See, introduction, all these things. Okay. Then we start with list or array practice problem. We have so many problems here. Then OOPS concept, then recursion, strings, all these linked list, stack, queues, everything I have covered here. Okay. Great. So getting back, everyone, let me get back to the VS Code. Is this idea of writing code that how I'm doing this clear or not? Is this idea clear? Wanderer, I'm asking it again and again. You can let me know if any doubt is there. Then only I will move to the project. First, I want to make sure that you understand why am I doing this thing. Okay. Sir, I've done data structures in CPP and worked on data science in Python. I also did the same, Vishwajit, but then I have to create everything in Python for this course. So what I will suggest is that you try to once complete each and every problem in the overall, let's say Python. Okay. Because CPP is a little different. Python makes your work a lot easy. Okay, everyone, good to move forward. Good to move forward. Sir, do companies use Jupyter or VS Code? Kunal, for practice, for POC purpose, companies will be using Jupyter Code. That's all fine. But when we have to create a project actually, which I will be doing in just another next 30 minutes, I will be creating a project with you. There we will have to use VS Code for sure. Okay. Because project handling, everything is possible in VS Code only. Like you can make it in Jupyter, but that is going to be a problem. One minute, everyone. So let me check if what is the quality. Are you able to see the screen properly, everyone? Are you able to see the screen properly? Okay, so it's 1080p only. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, good, cool. Let me know if you want to zoom in or zoom out. I think some resolution might be the problem. Okay. Sir, tips for ML for data science. Kuran, read each and every algorithm and then make sure that you do lots of projects. Okay. Sir, it will be better for zoom in. I can zoom in. Zoom in. Okay, now I think it should be properly visible. So I've checked it is in 1080p, everyone, right? It's fine now, everyone. I hope it's properly fine. Great. I've zoomed in already. Okay. Cool. So let us similarly write the tuple, everyone. So let's go back and just quickly help me revise what exactly are tuple. What is a tuple? How is it different from a list? Can you tell me? How tuple is different from a list? Can anyone tell me that? Anyone? Tuple is immutable. That is the answer I'm getting, right? So answer I'm getting is that tuple is immutable. Great. That helps us in understanding. What does this immutable mean, everyone? What does this immutable mean? Immutable, no duplicates allowed. Shashank, again, duplicates are allowed, right? Pay attention. See. Now here as well, what I can do is I can copy this and I can say create tuple. Do you think this will make sense if I write a code like this? Do you think it will make sense, everyone? Does it make sense? It doesn't. If I create an empty tuple, will I be able to add anything to it? No, right? I will not be able to add. I hope everyone understand this. Pretty straightforward thing. It is not able to do anything. Okay. So a better thing will be that I take a list here. Okay, so I can take my list or let's say any list here, and then I use this tuple method on my list. Now I hope it makes sense. Does it make sense now, everyone? Yes or no? Now does it make sense? Where is Krish Nayak sir? Krish sir is busy somewhere. So, and I normally this is a topic which I like very much. So I said that I will be taking this topic. Okay. I really hope that should not be a problem. Everyone, I hope you are good with me taking this topic. Anyone has any problem with that? We are going to do a project, so I hope you will like that as well. Okay. Cool. Quickly, everyone, just let me know. Great. So I can do this. I can change a list to a tuple. That is not going to be a problem, right? I hope that should also be fine. Okay, so I think I directly jump into the coding because we don't have to waste any time. I will just quickly tell you a little bit about myself for anyone who doesn't know me, right? Let me just search and let me go to my LinkedIn only. So this is all about me, everyone. I will just quickly tell because I think many students might not be aware who I am. So I'm Mayank Agarwal. I am a graduate of NSIT Delhi. Previously, I have worked at companies like Goldman Sachs, Mindtickle, Oyo Rooms. I have research experience in the field of machine learning, deep learning. I have a research paper into a very good publication where I think the acceptance rate was just 7%. So over the last 7-8 years, I have made sure that I understand each and everything about machine learning, deep learning, AI. And I have worked at a very good companies where I have created softwares and also integrated AI into those softwares. Okay, so just a quick brief about myself. For anyone who is more want to know more about me, connect with me. This is the link. Okay, great. So let us get back, everyone. Now, let us get back, and we should be seeing this. Yeah, tuple. Okay, sir, how to choose which algorithm is the best for our need? Is there any special tips? It's not that straightforward, Khurram. We have to check with the problem that what exactly is the problem given to us. Then we can make that call. Okay, great. Sir, have you done on video on big data and PySpark? Not as of now. Let's keep this discussion to data structures only, everyone. Okay, cool. So now tell me, everyone, will this make sense if I try to create this function inside tuple? Will it make sense? Add element. Will it make sense? Any sense at all? What do you think? I think it will not. I will show you why. See, let's say I create a tuple here, T, it's an empty tuple. If I do T dot, you will not see append or anything here. Do you see append here, everyone? Do you see append here? Now, when I say that tuple are immutable, the whole idea is that you cannot change it once it has been created. Things cannot be added or removed into my tuple. Does it make sense? Yes or no? Does it make sense, everyone? I hope it should. Pretty straightforward thing. Okay. So, and the second I make it, let's say a list. If I make it a list, pay attention. When I do L dot, you see the append, clear, copy, all these functions, insert, pop, remove, reverse. You see these functions, everyone? Yes or no? Now understand the idea. Again, I'm not going to teach that how they are used. See, when you are creating a tuple file here, you should just create a function which is a length function so that you can get the length of your tuple. Okay. Instead of creating those functions which will never be possible, this makes a lot of sense. Return my underscore tuple dot length, or I can do rather this thing. 1 minute. So I can do something like this. Return length of my tuple. Great. I hope it makes sense as well. Do we need to execute side by side? No, Kevin, don't do that. I will. You can just see the video. You can understand and ask your doubts. I will share all the codes. I will share these notes, and then you can execute it afterwards. Okay. Great. Cool. So cool. Now again, I can import this in my main, everyone. So I can import, similarly import tuple underscore ds, and I can use my, let's say tuple equals tuple ds dot create tuple. I can give 1, 2, 3, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can say tuple ds dot length of my tuple. What should be the answer, everyone? Can anyone tell me the answer? If I run this thing, what should be the answer? See, what should be the answer of this code? Yes, Ishan, it is very much helpful according to me. Okay, so it should be worth it. Like, I think it is the very good code, but yeah, you can try it out. Let me run it. I think many of you will be able to guess the answer. Okay, what's the error? Let's see the error. Maximum recursion depth exceeded. Okay, no worries. Don't worry on this question, this problem. This is something which is a little bit complex, but no worries. Let us run this again. Okay. 4. Again, my idea. Are you able to understand that why am I writing code like this? That is what I want to show you. Are you able to understand that how in modular coding we are creating methods for this? Because in this method now I can do anything. I can say calculating length and it will work. Okay. Now see, if I run this will show me calculating length. So the idea is that I can modify the methods to do an operation in a better way. Is it clear now, everyone, that how we work with data structures in a modular method? Okay. Vinayak, I'm going slow. Just please don't code with me. First, try to understand. You can code afterwards. Or everyone, if you want to code with me, let me know. Maybe I will wait. Okay, so no worries. Ask your doubts. Okay, let me wait a couple of minutes. Ask your doubts, then we will continue. Ask your doubts, everyone. If you want to try this at your end, you can try it as well. So in main function, we just import and create multiple instances of running the code. Yes, Krishna. So that is how we will be doing it. Okay. Sir, it is doing the same thing what direct inbuilt methods are doing. Pankaj, yes and no. Well, I am using the functionalities of the inbuilt methods, yes, but I can enhance them more. See, I can do this print calculating length. Will your method of calculating length, if I just do instead of this, if I do this, will I get calculating length here? Will I get calculating length here? Yes or no? No. Now understand the idea. It's not that I am interested to just print out this calculating length. My idea is that I want to have more control on this particular setting. So let's say tomorrow, if I am adding some more elements, okay, then I can stop it. I can give more information anytime I'm trying to add anything or do anything. I hope you're getting the idea clear that what I'm trying to explain you. Just that this is how you will be using it in a production setting, and I will show you just in the project which we will create. I will show you the exact same thing. Now, is it clear, everyone? How you will be using it? Again, the whole idea is that we want to use it in a proper way. Okay. So yes, to have more freedom over the code which we write. Right. Now, let me first quickly now answer your questions. So we will take a little bit of break and I will answer a few questions. Very first thing. So I just wanted to make sure that I first do this thing with the coding and then we will do it. Okay. Very first thing. What are data structures? So today's topic is data structures and an industrial project, right? So what are data structures? Can anyone tell me that? What is a data structure? What exactly is the data structure? Anyone? It contains two words, data plus structure. Right? So, any way you are able to add structure to your data, just that is your data structure, nothing else. In a very simple language, that is the reason. Okay. Second question. Why should you study data structure? First, is everyone clear on the first question? Yes or no? Are all of you clear on the first question? डेटा कलेक्शन एक तरह की कलेक्शन है जो डेटा को ऑर्गेनाइज और स्टोर करती है जिससे कि डेटा को एफिशिएंसी एक्सेस और मैनिपुलेट किया जा सके. Yes, first half is a little wrong. Data structure is not some collection. It is just the way we are storing data. So ऐसा नहीं है कि डेटा स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर हमारे पास बहुत सारी चीजें नहीं. Again, ex-comrade, understand the issue. It's not like data structure is like this. This is all the data structures. These are all the data structures. No. It is a normal, valid way of just storing your data. Okay. Now, second thing. Why use data structure? When I gave interview at Goldman Sachs, Amazon, Uber, DE Shaw, Blinkit, Mindtickle. Are you aware about these companies, everyone? How many of you are aware about these companies? These companies, how many of you are aware of? Are you aware of these companies? Anyone? Like these are all good companies. They are billion-dollar startups. These are billion-dollar startups. They are, I think, very good companies, right? So I have cleared all the rounds of data structures onto these companies, and they asked me a lot of data structures around. Okay, so Goldman Sachs, Amazon, Uber, DE Shaw, Mindtickle, Blinkit, all of them asked me questions related to data structures. Why exactly are companies so much focused on data structures? Okay, so Mindtickle Neeraj is also a billion-dollar startup. It's a SaaS-based company where I've worked, where my role was to integrate AI into the products. Okay, cool. Okay, let's write some more companies which people will be aware of. Google. Okay, then Fang. Okay, yeah, very nice word, Fang. How many of you are aware about Fang, Mang? How many of you are aware about these? ये तो सुना होगा ना. This तो is a very much in Very common. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you want to work at any FANG or MANG companies? FANG or MANG companies? Microsoft. Do you want to work there, everyone? Okay. Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google. All of them ask questions related to data structures. Can anyone tell me why? Anyone can tell me why? As they're in reliable, lol, no stability. Vivek, if Google just send you a message right now that they are hiring you, you will surely go running. Okay? Believe me, you will go running. Okay? Great. Cool. So let's talk about the idea that why I was saying that why use data structure. See, understand. Each and every company, they are working on some problem, and each and every problem requires you to store the data. Yes or no, everyone? I hope that is clear, right? Each and every company will be working on some data. Facebook is working on your user data, right, everyone? Now, if they are able to make working on the data a lot fast, make the retrieval, processing, all these things on the data a lot fast, they will hit the jackpot. Just that is the reason. Okay. So companies want people or engineers who are very well versed with data structures and algorithm. So they know all the different kinds of data structures and they can work on different algorithm based on that. Is this thing clear, everyone? Yes or no? Is this idea clear? Is this idea overall clear or not? Great. So that's why it becomes very important to learn data structure. That's the first thing. Second thing is that you should also be aware how to use data structures in real life projects. So just a very easy way of using data structures I've shown you in this particular file or mini project, where instead of using it directly, you created their modules and then imported that. I hope that is fine, everyone. Now you get that why I started with this thing. Okay. Give DSA best resource. One is on Udemy, which the course which I have created. Another one is I will be shortly bringing to my YouTube channel, the videos. Okay. Okay, cool. So great, everyone. Let us create another thing. So task, yes, data science jobs can ask you the project, ask you this thing. Okay, everyone. So data science jobs can very well ask you about these things, right? Minute. Okay, cool. So this is the project which we will be doing. Before that, let me go back and now let me discuss about few more data structures. As I said, inbuilt one, all of you will be aware of, right? So inbuilt one like list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Right, everyone? I hope all of you are aware about this, about these four data structures. List is just a collection of some objects. Tuple is an immutable collection of the objects. Right, everyone? That is what tuple is. Yes or no? Again, I'm just making sure that you understand, like I'm able to explain you things, okay, in a manner. Yes. Right, everyone is aware of these things. Okay, just let me set the setting up. I think should be fine. If I set this up as a setting, yeah, okay, great. So using a different mic should be fine. Great. Cool. So let us see. Will you cover lead code problem solving in data science and AI course? Not in this course, Pankaj. As I said, in this we will be focusing on a project. So I will be just making you work on a project, task, assignment, system. Okay, this is the project which we are going to do. I'm going to create this from scratch in front of you. Using DSA in real world project is the talent I'm lacking. Hopefully, Edson, you will understand that with this project. Okay. So while working in a company, let's say I want to use hash map. So we have to design its source structure in one file and import it in another to use it. You will have to define a class, most probably, where you are defining all the methods which you want to use. That is how you will do it. Okay. User defined data structure. Can you please discuss advanced data structure like agency list? Yes, I can do that. Cool. So great, everyone. Let us start then. This, I hope all of you are aware. Again, as I said, if you have any doubts, you can just see the videos. Okay, these are on the latest version of Python. I will share them again so that all of you will see sets, dictionary, methods, set, tuple. I have covered that in extreme depth. So as me and Chris are also discussed, here we are not going to teach you about the basic things because that you can do already. You can see these videos, you can see videos on Chris Sir channel, and that you will get cleared. Make sense, everyone? Can I take that assumption that you will see these videos and you know about these things? Yes or no? So quickly tell me yes or no. Can you explain time complexity in coding? I will. While doing the project only, I will do. Okay? Great. Now let us talk about some advanced data structures. Advanced data structures. Right, everyone? So the very first one which I'm going to talk is something known as linked list. Linked list. Okay. How many of you are aware what a linked list is? Pay attention. As the name suggests, linked list. So all of them are linked to one another. Right? GB, I will be having these videos in some time. As of now, it is not there on my YouTube. I will be uploading them shortly, right? So this as a structure is linked list, everyone. Now, can you tell me, is there any inbuilt data structure in Python which has this functionality? Can you tell me? Does any data structure which is inbuilt in Python has this functionality? Yes or no? Again, just answer the question which I'm asking. Don't try like, okay, this is multiple lists are connected. No. List is not having that functionality, Vishesh. List is not implemented like that. List is not implemented by that. You can use a list to, in a way, tell a linked list to use a linked list, but linked list is different. Right? Yes or no, everyone? In linked list, I just have the head. I just have this variable. So I just know that I have a head here. Okay. One node is connected to another node, all these things, right? So no inbuilt functionality is there, which makes it an advanced data structure, which you will have to define. Does it make sense, everyone? Does it make sense? I can explain you linked list in a very easy to understand manner. See, how many of you have went to picnic in your childhood? How many of you have went to picnic in your childhood? Again, forget the complex things. How many of you have went to picnic in your childhood? Just tell me yes. Picnic? Yes or no? Right? Exactly. Spartan tip for deep learning towards the end, I will tell. Okay. Great. Now tell me one thing. You are going to love this explanation. Let's say this is a new teacher. So this is a new teacher. And of course, this teacher doesn't know anything. This teacher doesn't know anyone. Okay. And he or she has been assigned your class. Now, this is the first student. Okay. This is the second student. This is the third student. This is the fourth student. This is the fifth student. This is the sixth student. Okay. Let's say there are 40 such students. Do you think that teacher can remember each and every one name in a picnic like this? Do you think teacher can do that? Do you think teacher can do that, everyone? Yes or no? Let's say there are 40 students. No, right? But this teacher, he's very smart. He's just like me. He's very smart. What he does is, what this teacher does, everyone, is that he tries to use some mindset, right? For a new teacher, no. This teacher says that, hey, I will just remember that this was the first person. This is the head of my class, right? I will ask this person that remember this particular second student. Okay. Second, I will answer that, hey, remember this third student. Okay. Third, I will say, remember this fourth student. Fourth will remember this fifth student. Fifth will remember this sixth student. And after six, no one is there. Now, let's say we have to go home. Picnic is all done. Can a teacher be like, okay, first, who was after you? He will say that this second was after me. Second, you can ask, hey, who was after you? He will say that, okay, this third was after me. Third can say this fourth is after me. Fifth and sixth. In this way, can you get the whole class, yes or no, everyone? Vishwajit, I find this a better analogy. I think you will be better off learning two analogies. So that should be better. Everyone, are you able to see? So I think this is something which you have experienced as well, right? You have seen this experience as well. In many times, school people used to ask that, hey, who was behind you? Or on any tour guide or anything, they used to ask me that, who was behind you? कहाँ गया वो जो आपके पीछे था? Tell me who was behind you. I think it's a lot relatable. Train वाले में again, you will not make sense. ऐसा होता है ना, like let's say I asked that in school teacher used to ask who was behind you. Just tell me who was behind you. Why is he not here? In a roll number, if you remember in a school in roll number, teachers used to be like, okay, who comes after you normally? And you used to remember, yes, this is the person. Okay. In computer terms, this is a linked list. No train, nothing. Just a real life example. What you have already experienced in life. Okay. Being a smart teacher, this teacher can do all these things. He can say that, okay, I can get the whole class if I know the head. If this head gets lost, can I get this thing, everyone? If this head get lost, then I cannot get this because I just know this person. A good analogy to understand about linked list in real life. Does it make sense? Okay. So can you suggest who will teach machine learning better? Where, Chinna? Can you tell me that? Next, we have stacks. And then we have queue. Okay. So stacks, I think, is very easy. Just a stack of books. I think all of you must have seen a stack of books one over the another. Or I can show you a better diagram as well. So we can have stacks, right? Images. Stacks of chair. Okay, let's see. This is the example. Can you tell me which chair will be accessible here? Which chair will be accessible here, everyone? Can you tell me that? Which chair will be accessible? See here. Which chair will be accessible? Isn't it always going to be the first one? Isn't it already going to be the first one? Yes. And also you can enter a chair from this only. You can just enter the chair from this only. From this, you can put the chair on top. You cannot put any chair in between. Right? Queue is very much straightforward. You go to any bank, you maintain a queue. That is queue. See, normally I will be teaching data structures in my batch in my YouTube as well. I like to teach with the real life examples. Okay, I will not be using any jargons or anything. You all must have stand on queue anytime. Okay, this is just a queue. All the tech, everything in technology has been in some way inspired by real life. Okay. Yes, sir, Vijit, it is more than enough for interviews, provided you do all the questions as well. Okay. So DSA, okay, don't spam. I will have to. Okay, so please don't spam, sir, Vijit. Will be helpful. Everyone, do you understand stack and queues as well? Now, do you get what is stack and what is a queue? Right? Now, let us try to understand why why or where can the stack be used? Can anyone tell me where can the stack be used in real life? In real life, can you tell me any example of stack? Any example? You see this button? You see this button? This two buttons? You see this? Yes or no? They can be created by stack. See, if I click back again, I'm going to stacks. If I click back, I am here. If I click back, I am on Google. How can I do that using stack? Pay attention. Exactly, pay attention. Okay. See, you have this stack which has been created. You have this stack which has been created. Here, first I went to google.com. Google.com. Then I went to search stacks. Then I went to stack images. And then I searched stack chair. Now I am standing here. If I go back, I can just reach to this particular thing. Then if I go back, I can go to this particular thing. Then if I go back, I can go to this particular thing. Does it make sense, everyone? Are you able to understand the practical use case now? Undo and redo, of course, is the same thing, Sridhar. Yes, undo and redo as well. Undo and redo. Okay, clear? Pankaj, I will be shortly adding the videos. The reason is that if I add the videos solution as well, the course is going to stretch 150 plus hours. Okay. So that is the reason. I want all of you to practice there. Again, I know that video solution can be there. I will be either creating a new course or adding videos on that. Don't worry. Okay. Cool. I hope you see this, everyone. Yes or no? Let's talk about a real world use case example of queue. Talk about a real world use case example of queue. Coldplay tickets. Coldplay tickets on Book My Show. People were getting a very large number. You are 6,000 in line. They were creating a queue internally. Make sense, everyone? Real life examples. Are they clear? Real life example. Are they clear? Yes or no? Are they getting clear? Make sense? ये दुख काहे खत्म नहीं होता, नहीं होगा विश्वजीत, जब तक नहीं समझोगे कभी नहीं समझ होगा. It will not be clear anytime soon. चलो ठीक है. Let's talk about few more. Data structures क्या होते हैं? Stack, queues, linked list, trees. Trees are there. Something like this. Ulta tree. You see this tree, everyone? Yes or no? See this tree? Train ticket waiting system. Yes, Edson. That can also be an example of your data queue data structure. Fabulous example. Okay. Yeah. Vishwajit, DP is not a data structure. DP is a way of solving the question, not a data structure. Okay. Cool. Mayank, why is this a tree? Because it has been created like this. This is the root, and from this branches are getting made. So that's why it is upside down of a tree. Okay. Great. Where can this tree be used? Can anyone tell me? Where can this tree be used in a real life? Where can this tree be used in a real life? In your coding or in your this thing. I think tree contains parent and child node. Yes, exactly. So again, if any of you are thinking that I can teach the code and everything in 1 hour, it will not be possible. But I promise all of you, I will be teaching all of this properly with using the same analogy somewhere in the future in the next 2-3 months. Parent child. This is a parent of this children. So it's a hierarchy. Just like we create a overall tree. Okay, so let me show you. See, let's say Harry Potter tree. Okay, or family tree. See, yeah, I hope this makes sense. It is also a kind of a tree, everyone. Right? It is also a kind of a tree. James, Lily, Harry, Ginny, Generva, James, Albus, Lily. Make sense? Okay. Again, Vishwajit is also giving a very good example. In a company, CEO is the root node and different departments are a overall child node. Okay, that's good. Another example. Uh, how many of you are aware about the file structure? So if I show you here as well, see, I am inside this data structure. Then I have a folder here. Okay. So don't you think it is a kind of a structure which can be shown by a tree? So let's say I'm on the home. Inside home, I can have, let's say, projects, and I can have videos. Now I can have, let's say, data science here, and I can have data engineering here. Make sense, everyone? This is a tree structure, network topology. I'm not talking about binary tree or anything. I don't care. Do you understand tree or not? Do you understand tree or not? I can make it not a binary tree. How can I make it? Okay, see. DSA. No, it is not. A binary tree is just a tree where we have two children. Okay, everyone? Just that is the difference. So now this is not a binary tree because it is having three children. Is this data structure clear as well? How it can be used in real life? Yes or no? I think should be pretty straightforward, right? Cool. Let's talk about one more data structure. There are a lot of them, but let me talk about one more, which is your graph. Graph, example, Facebook, multiple nodes connected to one another. Connected or not connected? Facebook, train, map. Okay. All of these can be an example of graph. Again, see, Google Maps, you know that train structure, like let's say if I create, yeah. So see, Delhi Metro map. This is the map of Delhi Metro, everyone. Okay. See, pay attention. This is the map of Delhi Metro. Here, can I say that each of my station is a node and the distance between them I can measure like this if they are connected or not? Does it make sense? Yes or no? Does it make sense? Does it make sense, everyone? Yes or no? It should, I think, right? Now, if you want to show or make it in a sense of coding, don't you think you will be requiring this kind of a data structure? It will be a lot easy. Nodes are your station, Jaswat. Again, what I'm doing, understand what is the overall thing I'm following. I am first showing you a real life example. And if you want to do the same thing in the computer, I am telling you what exactly that is. Okay. I hope you're able to understand that, everyone. Yes or no? I hope makes sense. Cool. Chalo. Again, I hope you are getting the idea that why we need different data structures, because we have different problems in life. I cannot use graph for a queue based idea. I cannot use graph for a stack. I cannot use graph for let's say a linked list type of a problem, but I can use let's say graph whenever I have to solve this kind of a problem. Okay, everyone, I hope that is clear as well. Makes sense? So basic data structure clear. Anyone has any doubt in what exactly are these data structures? Let me know in the chat if anyone has any doubt. Let me know, because now I'm going to move to the project. Okay, so we are going to move to the project now, everyone. Okay, let me open the terminal. Let me know quickly, everyone, if anyone has any doubt. I will quickly fix it. Traveling salesman problem, again, Aishwarya, didn't get about graph. Raghujit, see, graph is just a data structures where you have some nodes. Okay, so I can write it and explain it a little bit more. These are your nodes and these are your edges. Just like when you have a metro train map where you have stations, so I can say that, okay, this is Delhi, this is Bombay, this is, let's say, Bangalore, and they are connected to one another. They can be connected to one another. Okay, so let's say 128 kilometers, like whatever, I don't care about the difference. 50 kilometers. Okay, I hope that's clear, everyone. Yes or no? Then what are heaps? Again, Jashwant, see, there are many data structures. I am just telling you the most common one. There can be other as well. DQ, doubly linked list, heaps. Okay, all there are different types. Did you understand these basics one? Because if you understand them, these in depth, then you can move on to heaps and others as well. Okay, I hope that's clear. Great. Okay, so it's a terminal. Terminal. Thank you for Gaurav. Great. So I will be using this terminal, everyone. I think all of you have this in your uh, PC. You have the VS Code setup, because I think in the last two videos, Chris sir has already done this thing where they have explained you how you have to use terminal. Can I start the project now? Can I start the project now, everyone? Got it? Great. I am making a new directory, task management system. Okay. I am going inside this directory. Okay. So I can pwd. I am inside this directory. Let me clear this. I am inside this task management system directory. Make sense? Tip for deep learning Spartan, again, focus and start with machine learning. Understand that why deep learning is required, then just normally study deep learning. No other tip is there. It's a very, very good, awesome technology. Neural networks, the way they are created, when I understood them in depth initially, I was very much happy. So tip for deep learning is just sit with a proper concentration and see the videos of Andrew Ng. That should be best. Okay. Great. Pay attention, everyone, now. I hope all of you can create this. All of you can go. Thanks, Vivek. So I will be explaining this in a lot more depth in just March or April, where I will be covering this from scratch, writing all the codes and everything. Great. So let me close all this. Let me close all these things. And now I am going to just CD into this. I can create a virtual environment like this. Okay, everyone. I hope you all are aware of this thing. Virtual environment task. Okay. Can I create this? I think I can. I've just created it. I hope it makes sense, everyone. Yes or no? Should be a lot clear. Can you do that? Can you do that? Okay. Sir, this data structure is important in learning artificial intelligence. Yes, you will be writing a lots of code in AI as well. So if you want to understand that in depth, data structures are required. Okay, cool. Now, what I can do, everyone, I can just normally say source v environment, then bin, then let's say activate. So I can activate my environment. Okay. Okay, I think it is just not in my this particular thing. Activate. Now, this has been activated. Let me just give me a second. I'm inside this task management system. Okay. Here I'm going to create a new file, which is going to be requirements. This, I think all of you are aware. I can create a requirement file here, everyone. Yes or no? I hope all of you are aware of this thing, how I can create a requirements file. You must have seen this thing already, right? Can I create this requirement file? Yes or no? Let me do one thing as well quickly so I can explain you something. Hopefully you should be able to create this environment file, everyone. Should not be that big of a problem, this thing. Okay. All we learn here is needed in interview. You never know what they can ask. Yes, exactly. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, sorry for that. Just a second, everyone. Great. So let us start. Now we have created this thing. We have created our environment and we have created this requirement.txt just for the say I'm just adding a PyTest file here. I actually don't need a file here, but I'm adding this PyTest file. A PyTest library. I think all of you can do that. PyTest is a very good library which is used for writing the tests. Okay. Great. So let me now explain your project to you first. Let me now properly explain that what is the project which we are creating. So we are going to create a task. Okay. What was the name exactly we used? Task management system. Task management system. Okay. And pay attention how the structure is going to be. Okay. The structure is going to be like this. Pay attention, everyone. This is the structure. Okay. So let me just maybe make it a little bit bigger. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it nicely. Great. Are you able to see the structure, everyone? I will explain using this thing. Okay. Every time we want to create a project, do we need to create a virtual environment? It is suggested that you create a virtual environment. Okay, Vishwajit? Pay attention, everyone. See, the very first file is requirement.txt. I think all of you are aware. Here we can add the libraries. Second is going to be your main.py. Here we have, it is the entry point inside your file. Okay. I hope it makes sense. You need an entry point to your file. Right or wrong? You do need an entry point to your file. I hope you understand that, right? Okay, cool. Then inside the model, we have few things. Task, which will have all the task things. User, of course, if you are going to give task to someone, a user should be there. Then graph, stack, and queue. What is this graph, stack, and queue? Have we just learned about these data structures, everyone? Have we just learned about them? Yes or no? Yes or no? So we will be using this inside our overall project. Then we have the services. We have a task service and we have a user service. Everything related to user will be in the user service. Everything related to task will be in the task service. I hope that makes sense. Yes or no? Does it make sense, everyone? Should I have a structure like this? Should I have a structure like this? This is a very production grade structure. Like this is again not a structure which you will like this is a kind of a structure which you will use in a production setup. Okay. See, I'm going to have two entities. I'm going to have a user and I'm going to have a task. In a company, when you work, you make sure that you are defining things in a structured manner. It is not that you will define each and everything inside any particular folder. How many of you are able to understand this thing? Again, as I'm saying, I'm going to show you the exact project in a modular form. The way it will happen in a company like Google, Amazon, all these companies. Okay. You will be following a structure like this. First, I'm going to model my user and task and few dependencies, which is in the form of a data structure. Next, I am defining the service where the business logic will be there. So let's say if I want to add a task to user, then I will be using this thing. Then in the utils, I will have some helper functions. So this is how you define it, everyone. And then we can have some sample data as well. I hope it makes sense. Yes or no? I hope it makes sense, everyone. Clear? Then only I will move forward. First, tell me if this structure is clear. Anyone has any doubt? Again, be very attentive. As I said in the starting only, and as Krish sir has also said, everything which we are teaching, this is with respect to something which you can use in real life. We are not going to teach you, okay, this is list, this is a tuple, this is a linked list. No, we are going to directly use it. Something which I think all of you were promised. Okay, so how has the session been till now, everyone? Are you able to understand and enjoy? Are you able to understand and enjoy? Okay, बढ़िया, चलो. Great. So we are going to create a proper this structure kind of a code. Okay, everyone, as I've said, again, I'm repeating this so you have this thing in mind properly, that this is exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. Now, whenever we try to create a project, of course, it is very important that you get overall agenda clear. So for that, I will be doing one thing. See, I'm going to add a readme.md file. Okay. Here I will explain everything about your project. See, this is what your project will be, everyone. Pay attention. This project is a task management system that demonstrates practical usage of Python data structure in a modular and production-like format. All of you are aware about this readme.md? How this readme.md works? Right? Simple readme.md. Okay. Here we make sure that we are explaining each and everything properly. Now, why am I doing this? Because this is how you will be doing it in a company as well. Okay. This is how you will be pushing it to the GitHub so that anyone can clone it. And I'm very hopeful that today someone will clone it and tag me and Krish sir. So we know that, okay, this person has used and understand the project. See now, everyone. We will be storing task inside a list, storing user using a dictionary. So makes that you understand this thing properly. Okay, pay attention. Manage task assignment using a queue. Track task history using a stack. Handle task dependency using a graph. Are you able to understand these things, everyone? That what exactly are we going to do? Are you able to understand this? Why clone I am working beside you? No. You will push it and tag us. You will work beside me and push and tag us. Does it seem like a real world use case, everyone? Does it seem like a use case you will do or not? Does it seem like a use case we will create? Right. Now, here, what can I do, everyone? Pay attention. Very first thing, Python -r. Sorry, not Python. Pip install -r requirements.txt. Okay, requirements.txt. 1 minute. txt. Okay, where am I exactly? Okay, let me go back. CD task management system ls. Here the thing is present. Let me remove this. Now I hope you're able to see this. So let me clear it. See, I have this requirement.txt. What can I do? Pip install -r requirement.txt. It's going to install all the libraries. So it's saying that PyTest is already installed. I'm just using a base only, so it is installed in my system. I hope it makes sense, everyone. This is how you create a project dependencies. Now let's see. Next, we want to use or we want to define this model first. Okay, so let me create a new folder here. So a new folder, which is models. And inside this model, I will create a task.py. Inside this model, I'm going to create a task.py. Okay, so this is my task file, everyone. I hope you're able to see and understand this. Sir, please tell me how scheduled tasks in this project will work. Tech Shivang, follow with me na. I'm creating this in front of you. I'm coding live everything, right? Great. Class task. How many of you are aware about OOPS, classes, objects? How many of you are aware about this thing? How many of you are aware about this particular thing? OOPS. This is the structure, Vishwajit. Again, as I'm saying, please try to understand. Okay, will be very much helpful. If you just want to study OOPS and if you understand Hindi, this surely will be the best resource, I can assure. Okay. So just study OOPS from there if you understand Hindi. I've explained in a very, very much depth. Okay. Proper in-depth understanding I've given on OOPS. And pay attention, everyone. Now things are going to get difficult. See, when we start anything, and this is something which we see in every course, people initially are like, yes, I want to use data structures in real life. I want to create a project. The second we start and make things a little bit complicated, student will keep on dropping off. Because I think right now, Samay Raina wali jo Samay Raina Ranveer Allahabadiya, the whole thing which has happened, that is more interesting, right? What is this going to help you? This might help you in getting a job, getting a good interview call, helping you in your resume. The other part, that is going to help you a lot, right? That is going to make your evening nice. So again, take the call and please stay with me and make sure that you complete this project. Now, can I do something like this? Can I do something like this, everyone? Self dot description equal description. Again, if you are not aware about OOPS, please try to see the video. We have multiple videos. Chris sir also have many videos on his channel. You can see any of the videos. I am just defining a task here. I hope it makes sense. Yes or no? Similarly, I can add a user here, user.py. I am just defining the structure. So my user is going to be something like this. Def init. This is the constructor, everyone. I hope you are aware of this. Self, name, ID, and let's say I can have email. When I task management, see, this is what the code, this is what the project will do. Pay attention. This is a task management system that demonstrates practical usage. We will be having task and users. We will be assigning tasks to users. Just like, let's say I am a user, Mayank. I am one user, which is Mayank. You can assign a task to me. You can say, hey, Mayank, teach us DSA. In a similar manner, this is what we are going to achieve via this project. And we will be using these data structures internally. You will see many data structures: list, dictionary, queue, stack, and graph. All of the data structures which I discussed about. Okay? Make sense, everyone? Yes or no? Does it make sense? Okay, cool. I have created a task class and I have created a user class. Let me create a user class. Self.name equal name. Self.id equal ID. Self.email equal email. Cool. Should be fine. I hope no one is able to have any problem. Anyone has any problem? Before I move forward, tell me quickly. Any problem, anyone? Yes, Harsh, you can let me know your suggestion. I think I'm going pretty slow. I'm asking you multiple times. If anyone has any problem, let me know quickly. I will be more than happy to clear it. Okay? Great. Move forward. Can I move forward? Give me a thumbs up, everyone. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Not Pepsi, not Coca-Cola, just thumbs up. Harsh, I will be sharing all of these things, not on my Git. But I will be sharing that with you. Okay? Cool. Great. So now I have the task with me and I have the overall user with me. Okay, I hope all of you are able to understand this thing. Yes or no? Now, let's create the next file, which is going to be your queue. I am going to use queue internally. Okay, I'm going to use queue internally. So let me make it something like this, queue. How can I use a queue? Pay attention. Let's say you are giving me multiple tasks. You are like, Mayank, okay, first teach us basics of data structure. Then tell us advanced data structure. Third, do a project. Don't you think that I can create a queue of these tasks? I can say that, okay, this is my first task, this is my second task, and this is my third task. Does it make sense, everyone, that I can create a queue here? Yes or no? Just I want the answer. Is queue a right data structure here? Again, see, the whole idea of using data structure in the code is to understand that how does that data structure fit in. I will not be using graph here, but queue makes a lot of sense because all of these are in sense in particular manner, and I can use a queue here. I hope it makes sense. Yes, understand again. Don't blindly follow me. Try to understand the intent. If you want to be a good coder, try to connect the things in real life to the computer. That is just what you have to do, nothing else. Clear, everyone? Yes or no? Clear or not? Wait. Now tell me one more thing. Just tell me one more thing. I'm clearing everything. In a queue, so we normally draw queue like this. In a queue, I can only insert from here and I can only exit from here. I hope that's clear. Asim, the reason you cannot use a stack, I will explain you. See, if you use a stack 1, 2, 3, what was the task which I have to do first? What was the task which I have to do first? This one. But I cannot get that. Instead, I'm getting that, okay, third task is at the top. Understand? You are able to see this task, but in a stack, this is not accessible to you. So that is the problem, that you cannot use a stack here. Okay? Clear? Again, someone, Edson is writing last in, first out. Pretty good if you understand by that. I just remember that this is how it happens. I don't want to get any terminology. I understand this thing. Queue, if you start from here, you exit from here. Stack, you keep on putting it and it will happen. Forget any terminology. Okay? Just try to understand this thing. I hope it makes sense. Okay? Great. There is a collection library and we have something called as DQ there. Okay, it's a double-ended queue. Double-ended queue. It's an inbuilt thing which I'm going to use right now. Again, you have to understand more on the overall way I'm using it. We should be fine. So I'm going to define a class queue. Okay, everyone. From scratch, I'm going to define this class. Here, I'm going to define an init, which is your constructor, and it will just have a self. Okay. And in this, I will say self.queue equals, or rather I should say self.items, because here I will have items, equals DQ. Does it make sense what I have done here, everyone? How many of you are able to understand this thing, what I have done here? How many of you are able to understand this thing? I have just imported DQ and I have made this items a double-ended queue. Now, inside this list, I can say inside this queue, I have multiple operations. One operation is NQ. Okay. NQ in a very simple manner mean that there is a queue in front of movie ticket, when you say to your friend that, hey, you stand in this queue, let's say your friend is in green color. Your friend is in green color. You are NQing your friend into the queue. This is NQ. When this person gets the ticket, he will get DQ from the queue. I hope you're able to understand these terminologies, right? So when I say that, hey, enter into the queue, or let's say you can see delete or exit, this is what NQ and DQ means. Just the terminology, nothing else. You can say that, hey, push yourself into the queue. I will say NQ yourself into the queue. Make sense? Don't you think you will need an item now if you want to NQ? Can you NQ without the item, everyone? Tell me this thing. Okay, so first tell me if this thing is clear. What is NQ and what is DQ? Great. Second thing, can you NQ without the item? Can you say, hey, stand there? But who will stand here? Someone should NQ, right? So that's why this is a function which is a NQ function. Here what I do is self.items. It is a DQ. In this we have an append function. And I can append my item. Okay. Similarly, I can DQ as well. I can DQ as well. If I have to DQ something, okay, if I have to DQ something, do I need to have an item if I want to DQ? Tell me this thing. Do I need to have an item if I need to DQ? Tell me this thing properly. So tell me here, yes or no. Again, I will draw it in front of you. This is a line, this is a movie ticket. People are standing. You ask your friend to go and stand here. But when you say DQ, you know that this is the person who will get out. Like any other person can, this cannot get out, this cannot get out, this also cannot get out. Which makes sense that this will get out. I hope it makes sense, everyone, yes or no? I hope it makes a lot of sense. So what I can do is I can just say self.items.pop left. There is a pop left function which will remove the last person. Make sense? And we normally return the last person as well. So when we DQ, we return the last person. Now I can say is empty. I will be checking if my DQ is empty. So return length of self dot items equal 0. I hope these two functions should be a lot clear to you. These two methods. Make sense, everyone? Anyone has any doubt in this? Anyone for whom this particular file is not clear? Anyone? So we are done with 3 files here. We are done with 3 files here. Task, user, and queue. Okay. Does a Gen AI engineer need to learn DSA or data related concept in depth? Yes, Vivek. Yes. Again, see, understand one thing. Properly understand one thing. Very, very much properly. Everyone else as well. Okay. If you think that a Gen AI engineer just have to call APIs and do stuff, don't you think AI can do it already? Right? AI can do it already. Why are you needed? You are needed because you can optimize these things. You can work with the data. A Gen AI engineer is a subfield of software development, and software engineers need to be very good in this DSA and stuff. Again, this is the reason I showed you now. All these companies, pay attention. All these companies, why they ask DSA? Why they want their engineers to be a very good in DSA? So that they can work. And if Gen AI engineer is also a sub part of engineer, software engineer, you should be good in coding and DSA. Okay? I hope it answers. So this is empty function will return a Boolean value present or not. No, Vishwajit. It will tell if it is empty or not. Okay? No Boolean value. It is just going to tell if it is empty or not. I'm not finding. I'm just checking if it is empty. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let us make a stack py, and here as well we will be using class stack. Okay, def init self. How much time takes to learn and understand DSA concepts? At least 3 to 6 months. Minimum, I will say, for a normal person, like again, there are people who are smart. It took 4 to 6 months are the app time which it should take. Great. Cool, everyone. Good to move forward. I have defined this stack class as well now. I have defined this tag class as well. I can give you my example. I took 1 month to master recursion. 1 month whole just to master recursion. It was very, very difficult concept for me. But once I mastered it, DP was very easy. DP was just cakewalk. Anyways, everyone, is this file clear? Is the queue file clear? Where we'll be storing all the items? Is this clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay, cool. Again, if I go back, see, stack will be used to track the task history. That is for where stack will be used. I can go here and I can create similarly def, and I can just say normally. So in this, I have a function push self.item. Okay, we have a pop function self, and we can have a is empty function again self, and I can have a def is underscore empty self. Again, if anyone has any issue with respect to oops, highly suggest to see this video which I shared with you. Like, it's in Hindi just, but if you know Hindi, I can promise you this is going to be the best video. It's 4.5 hours in time, right? It's for almost 5 hours. Okay. And I can show you the comments inside the video. See, you will see some awesome comments. This has been the best video which I have in oops. See, thanks, best video related to oops. So if you have any doubts, please see this video. Okay. Again, not doing anything. You can see any other video as well. Just understand oops. My aim is not to push myself. Just understand oops. I will share my channel though with all of you. I will be shortly posting DSA related videos as well. That is something which I want to so hardly teach. Okay. Great. Let us move forward then, everyone. So this is the structure. I think this will be a lot more clear now. How can I do a push here? Self.items.append. Now, and again, pay attention. Do you see the append function getting used? Append method getting used, everyone? Yes or no? In English, it is on the live part of my YouTube channel. So if you will go on my YouTube channel and you will go on live, there will be 4 sessions. You can see this. These are in English, but they will be a lot long because I taught these for free. So yeah, okay. Cool. Let us quickly complete our project, everyone. So just tell me if you understand this code, what I'm doing. Return self dot length of self dot items equal 0. Does this code make sense, everyone? What I've done here? So pay attention. We have a, okay, no, this time we have a stack, right? We have a stack. I can push things into the stack. I can pop things out of the stack. And I can check if the stack is empty. So let's say I push 1, I push 2, I push 3. When I pop 3, 3 will come out. So pop is, we don't need any item here. Push, we need an item. Is empty, of course, we don't need an item. I hope it should be clear as well, everyone. Yes or no? Make sense? Should make sense, hopefully. Great. Next, I'm going to create a graph, and this code I'm just going to directly copy. The reason is it's a little bit difficult to explain initially, but I will explain it towards the end. Here I'm just creating a graph which is a dictionary, and I'm just checking if the node is there or not, else I'm appending it. Okay, so I will just repeat it. Pay attention. This is all. First, let me ask if the stack, does anyone has an issue? Anyone has an issue in this code? Again, try to understand how I am doing all these things in a modular method, right? Try to understand this thing. And just in next 10 minutes, we will have our code and everything ready. It will just take 10 minutes more. Okay? Cool. Okay, so this is the graph code, everyone. You can just copy paste it for the timing. Okay, just I think you can copy paste it easily. Should be fine. Now pay attention. In the graph, again, I don't want to explain because it will take a lot of time and I want to first show you the working. Then we will come back to this. Graph I'm defining via this dictionary. In this, I am just checking this thing. Okay. Tell me the problem, Neeraj, in Q. Tell me the problem in Q. What exactly is the problem? Harish, which part you want me to repeat? Tell me quickly. I will repeat it. And like just in next 10-15 minutes, we will have a properly working system. I will show you how. Harish, don't spam. Ask the part which you want me to repeat. This is a good level project. It is not an easy one. I'm doing it for you. But believe me, if you will even do it at your end, that should be fine. In constructor, why we use dequeue? Because Neeraj, in list, there is no function pop left. We just have a pop function, right? See, if I use list, I will just get a pop function. So what this pop function will do is, it will give me, let's say if I'm adding things like 1, 2, and 3, it will remove this 3. But I want to remove this 1 in queue. That's the reason I'm using queue, dequeue, nothing else. Clear? Clear? Okay. Again, don't try to first understand, then you can code, because I will be sharing all the codes with you. Don't worry on anything. Okay. I will share everything. Okay. So this is the queue. This is the stack. I'm just defined the very basic function. Nothing I've done. I have just explained the function. In the queue, I can enter anything. I can remove that thing. That is what I've done. In the stack, I can push anything. I can remove that thing. Just that I've done. Okay. Can you use a normal list with dot remove methods? Vishesh, we can, but this is better. If you want, I can use this, but I think I will suggest you to use dequeue only from interview point of perspective as well. Okay. There's a lot more complexity into using that remove function. That is the problem. Pop left is very quick. And there is a reason. See, everyone, understand one more thing. Like of course, I cannot discuss about time and space complexity. It's a big topic. But the whole idea of removing from this queue, this item, is that it will be very quick. I will not have to go like this. I will directly have access to this item. Okay. Great. So just see this graph code, everyone. I'm just adding an edge. Why do we need to use this graph? Pay attention. Handle task dependencies using graph. Again, I've just added it so you feel that, okay, you are doing some good project. And this is there. Make sense? Everyone? Great. We are done with the models now. Now I'm going to create this services. Okay. So I'm going to create a service folder. Create a folder service. In this, now I'm going to first create a user service. So user underscore service dot py. Good, everyone. Can I create a service now? Good to create the service? Yes or no? Good to create the service? Give me a quick yes if everything is clear till now. And there's a little bit delay, so I will wait for all of you. Great. Now, see everyone, we created this user class which have everything related to user. So again, understand how things happen in real world. We first create an entity. So here I have created my user entity. Okay. I have created my dhacha. I have created my skeleton. But to create new user, okay, I will give you an example. See, okay, I can give you a very good example. Let's see that. Again, pay attention. Let's say we go to fb.com. Okay, it has been a lot of time. Here, if I want to create a new account, you see this skeleton, everyone? You see this skeleton? Here, if I add these things, it's going to create my account. Yes or no? Yes, no, anything? I hope you understand this thing. Yes or no? Right? In a similar manner, don't you think we have just created a skeleton for my user, that my user will have these things? Right? So this is a user service. Just like this is a onboarding service or sign up service, I have a user service. Now, Mayank, why are you doing this? Because this is a proper structure, the way I can modulize my code. If tomorrow you want to add another service, you will just change this file. Now understand, if I do all of this in a single file, do you think it will be good, everyone? Do you think doing all of this thing in a single file will be good? Tomorrow, if I want to add, let's say user is there, task is there, I can, let's say, add another which is teacher. I will go to models and add teacher here. Will not add it anywhere. All these things make your code a lot more modular. You can expand it. Tomorrow, I can just make this change here only. So initially, when you try to learn, you will feel that why are we doing all this thing? Man, Jupyter Notebook is awesome. Everything is in a single line. Well, yes. But when the code expands, this is the horrible way of doing it. Okay? Great. Now, do you think I need to first import this user, everyone, into my user service? How many of you think that thing? I need to import this user into my service. Like on this sign up service, it must have gotten this dhacha, na? So pay attention. From models dot user import user. What was exactly this thing? From, it was model or models. Okay, let me try again. From models dot user import user. Okay, so just a capital M, I am able to import my user. Now again, class user service. User service. Okay, just I'm creating a user service class. Very first thing in it. And I can say that it's a dictionary. Okay, everyone. So I can have users here, actually users. Makes sense? I'm going to create a users here. Please share your LinkedIn. Sure. Learn more about me. Connect with me on LinkedIn. We'll be happy to connect. So this is my LinkedIn. This is my YouTube. Okay, cool. Chalo, okay. Now pay attention, everyone. Should I have a add user service? Yes or no? Should I have a add user service? Should I have a add user service? Yes or no? Bhai, agar Facebook has created this dhacha, this skeleton, at the end of the day, you will be adding user or signing up here. है ना? So, if I want to add a user, I should have ID, name, email. And then what can I do? Everyone pay attention. I can do user. For creating this user, I can use this user class. Let me close all of these things. Okay, let me close these things. So I am saying that, okay, I have this user skeleton here. Give me an object of this class. How can I get an object? User, ID. Okay, see, follow the sequence. Follow the sequence. Name, ID, email. Once I have my users, I can do self.users. Okay. There, I can have this ID and then I can have the user. I hope this makes sense as well. So all I'm doing is, here I have the skeleton. Here I gave the name and everything to my user. I created this particular item. Now I am saying that, okay, I will be creating a dictionary, ID and the full user. I hope it makes a lot of sense. Should be a lot straightforward, right? Cool, everyone? And I can return this user as well, so that person can work on that. Okay, straightforward. Why I want to have this ID? Because I will create a method this, which is get user. get user. Okay, here I will have self and ID. Here what I have to do, everyone, I have to just make sure that I do something like this. Return self dot users dot get by ID. Pretty straightforward thing. Just I want to get by ID. Anyone has any doubt in this thing? If anyone has sent me multi request on LinkedIn, I will not be accepting that now. मतलब, let me first teach you ना यार, उसके बाद I will accept. I will not be going on LinkedIn to accept your request in middle. Sorry. Okay. ठीक है, चलो चलो जल्दी जल्दी. Let me know if everything is clear. I will accept all the requests. Don't worry. So if the user, that will differentiate, like even if the name is same, just like that, right? ID is the main thing, na? Vishwajit. I can have multiple Mayank Agarwal on Facebook, but you will get to me because in the backend, Facebook will have some ID. So that's why this ID is going to be unique. Now, again, I am not added that check. We can add that check. But yeah, the idea is that we can do that. That's why I'm making it in a modular way. You can have the check here. You can maybe have a check here. You can first check if this ID is already there. Rather, it will actually do that because I'm going to, without checking, I'm just overriding this. Okay, cool. Great. So actually we are done with the user service as well. Now let me create a task service. And just in some time, you will be very much amazed that yes, this works. Task underscore service dot py. Okay. Great. So very first thing from models dot, or other I should do from models import task, then queue, then stack, then graph. I have to import everything. Make sense? I hope it makes sense, everyone. Ideally, we should have this queue capital. Like this is the way it happens. Like, but should be fine. Like for the timing, we should be good to use that. Okay. Class task underscore service. Again, pay attention how nicely we are writing the code. It's a very, very good code. Like it's a proper in production level code. Self. Okay. What will I have, everyone? Pay attention here. I will have I will have tasks here. Okay. Which can be, let's say, an empty list. Then I'm going to have self dot all the task queue, which is going to be a queue. Okay. And I will have self dot task underscore history, which is going to be a stack. Okay, so we have used our data frames. I hope that makes sense. Yes or no? Does that make sense? Anyone has any doubt in this? Tell me quickly, everyone, if anyone has any doubt in this. Okay. See, the idea is that I will be having the full task queue. So I can say to a user that, so that you can say to me that I can do all the stuff. You can also check the history by task history and the task will be maintained here. Okay. Pay attention. What can we do with task? Def, I can add a task. Right, everyone? I can add or create a task. Create a task. Let me complete this file, Krishna. You will get to know that why exactly they're there. I can also, let's say, complete a task. I can create a task. I can complete a task. And I can, let's say, get task history. So I can say get task history. Okay. Makes sense. This is how we define, this is why we do coding. Now it will make sense that why I have defined like this. Again, this is something which I want you to understand, that this is how you will also have to code when you are making software from scratch, right? Even if AI do these things to you for you, you have to still understand them. Okay. If I want to create a task, everyone, what all will I need? Will I need these things? ID, title, and description? Yes or no? So I can say my task equals task. Here, I will have self, ID, title, description. what we are doing, Haris, I think you have joined recently. We are creating an awesome project in our this thing, import task. I think it is small only. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just create it capital T. That is fine. Then if I want to, okay, I think there is a, okay, just let me do one thing, everyone. Let me make it capitals because it will help us. So rename task. Okay, just these are the best way of defining your file. Like we follow this structure. So let me not go away from that. Anyway, the software developer in me will not be happy if we don't use this. We are a very particular about how we are using these things. Okay. So yeah, I can say if I just get this task, then I can say task. Okay. How can my task be defined, everyone? What all we had in task? Pay attention. ID, title, and description. Right. So when I go to my task service, ID, title, description. I hope this makes sense. See how they are connected. Make this right. Yeah. Pay attention. If I press command and task, I'm able to do this. Okay. I hope it makes sense, everyone. I have created a task. If I have created a task, I should just add that task to my task list. So this is where the task will get added. The same should also get added to my queue. So task queue, task, and I should return you all this particular task. I hope it makes sense. So every time we are maintaining the full history and we are using the data structures in that, nothing else I'm using. Anyone has any doubt in this thing? Anyone has any doubt in this particular thing? You will see that why I'm doing all this thing. It will be a lot more clear to you. Anyone has any doubt in this thing? Quickly tell, then we will move forward. Just we have this file and then we can create our, then we can run this actually directly. Okay. Great. So let us now think, how can we complete a task? How can we exactly complete a task? Okay. So when you talk about task completion, I will be getting again ID, title, description, right? Ideally, I can do away with ID as well. Okay. But let's see. Or rather, let me just keep it simple. Let me keep it simple. I will complete all the tasks. Okay. So when you call complete task, I will be completing all the tasks. If not self, right? Dot task queue dot is. So we created a function, right? Inside this task queue. 1 minute, let me check. Okay, so I think we have to correct this ourselves. Queue and stack. Pay attention, everyone. In this task queue, we created this is empty function. Okay, if you remember, if I go in this queue, we have this is empty function. Okay, I will be using this. To complete the task, I should first have tasks. I hope all of you understand this thing. So task underscore queue. Okay, self dot task underscore queue. Let me write it properly. Self dot tasks underscore queue dot is underscore empty. Okay. So if it is not empty, then only I should do like, okay, this is the task I have to complete. Pay attention what is happening here. I have maintained a queue of all the tasks. Okay. So let's say you gave me 3 tasks, 1, 2, 3. First, I will check if I have any task associated with me or not. Okay. So first I will check if there is any task associated to me or not. For that, I'm checking this task queue. Okay. Because when I created the task, I appended things to this task. So I'm just appending this here. Is this thing clear, everyone? Yes or no? Is this thing clear? I hope it makes sense. Should be a straightforward thing. I'm just checking that my queue should not be empty. If it's empty, then it's a problem. How can I complete a task if it is empty? These checks are needed, right? Okay. So then the task will be something like task q dot tq, I think we created, if I remember right. What was the task here, everyone? So not one second, not in task. Yeah, this one we have to use. Okay. So this function I can use. Okay. 1 minute. I can dequeue and I get the task. Once I have the task, I can push that to my overall this thing, to the task history, so that I can tell that, hey, I completed the task. Right? Okay, where have we messed up this self? Have we messed it up somewhere? Self.task history dot push. Okay, and we can push the task. And we can return the task if required. Else we can return none. So if it is empty, we can return none. I hope this makes sense as well, everyone. Yes or no? Pretty straightforward thing. Okay. Anyone has any doubt in this? Anyone has any doubt in this? Then return task history is very simple. We can just return self dot task history. It is actually that simple. Okay. Yeah, should be fine. We just have to have self here. I hope all of this is making sense. We will push or append. We will push because in the task history, this is of type stack. Here I don't have any append function. Okay. I hope it makes sense. We cannot push now. We cannot append now. This is doing append for us internally. But for a stack, you say that you have to push instead. Okay. Great. So we are almost done with our project, honestly. We just have to now create a main file. Main.py. Inside this main file from user service. Okay, sorry, my bad. Where is the user service? Service. From service dot task service import task service. From user, okay, service dot user service import user service. I hope it makes sense, everyone. Yes or no? Anyone has any doubt in this? Anyone has any doubt in this? We do this check if name equals main, right? So that if you run this code from anywhere else, it will not run. We can just run our main file, main function. Okay. Now I can define main method. Pay attention in this, what I will be doing. Okay. In the main method, first I will decide a task service. So first I will have a task service, which is going to be inside this. Then I will have a user service, which is going to be user service. So in a way, I have created the task service, which is this exactly. Okay. And how we go back in VS Code. Anyways, where's the main function? Yeah, this is the main function. See, and we have created a user service. Okay. Now, first I think I should add user. So user service dot add user. Okay. ID, let's say 123. Name is Mayank. Mayank is mayank@awesome.com. Okay. Or mayank@is awesome. I hope that's clear, everyone. We have did this show the end of task service. Pay attention. This is the end of task service. So yeah, just we are going to complete this hopefully. Harsh, I will just complete it and then I will do it. Okay, so just wait maybe 5 more minutes and we are going to complete it anyway. Okay, and we will hope it works, else we will debug it. If it doesn't work, I will be more than happy to debug it. Okay, great. Let us see. I have added a user. Then task service dot. Let's say I can create task inside this, right? What do you want me to do? First, title, teach the data structure basic. Okay. Scratch. From scratch, I will be teaching. How do we create a duplicate in this. Okay, let me copy this. So again, as I said, I use PyCharm. For all of you, I'm using VS Code. Normally, I use PyCharm. So I have my thing set here. Second, teach advanced data structure. Okay. Third, do a project. Okay. I hope this makes sense, everyone. Yes or no? Anyone has any doubt in this? Anyone has any doubt in this? Anyone has any doubt till now? I hope you're able to join the dots now. I think it is a lot straightforward. We have done it very slowly. I've done everything in a proper skeleton model. See how good model we have followed. I hope it makes sense. I have shown you how you can use these data structures in a modular code in a proper company setting. They will not be asking you that, hey, sort this list out. This is what you will be doing. I have used proper data structures here. Okay, Scratch is description. Yeah, so I have just added that. Just description. Teach from scratch. Nothing else. Teach from scratch. Teach from scratch. Okay. Now I can do task service dot. Again, understand one thing, everyone. See, this task service, this is an object and this is a class. This class internally is using all these things. So I'm good. So I have, in a way, I've used everything. Graph I have not used. I just created it so that I can show you how it can be also used. Now, if I go to main again, can I do task service dot complete task? And I think, yeah, here nothing is required. And I can print maybe this. Okay, cool. So first, no link. Yes, I have not created that, Azim, because I had that in mind, but should be fine. It will become a lot long. I can show you that. Maybe I will show you the code with everything. Okay, what's the error? Name module object. Okay, so some error is there. Let us fix that quickly. Where is the error? Task service. Okay, so task service. Inside this, it is saying, okay, Q module object is not callable. Why exactly is that, everyone? Let us see. Q. 1 minute. Let me fix this. So here it is saying that module object is not callable. What exactly does it mean by this? Yes, we have not created any. Everyone, I will be fixing this, but first tell me if you are clear that what the project was, and I hope you're able to understand that how it is connecting. Are you able to do that? Yes or no? How it is connecting? Yes or no? I want to first get your yes or no. Project will work. That I will make it work. That should not be a problem. First, tell me, are you able to understand that what exactly we are trying to do? How we are able to use these different data structures? I hope all of these things are also clear. Okay. I hope it makes sense. चलो चीज करते हैं. So someone is suggesting that what is he suggesting? Copy the error and paste it on ChatGPT. Okay. So let me use Copilot maybe. Let us see. I will fix the error, but first ask your doubt. This will run. We don't have any problem. This is a very simple code. But first tell me if you have any doubts. Then I will run this code. Are you able to follow what exactly we did here? Are you able to follow? Okay. So someone suggested ChatGPT. I'm like, Copilot use kar lete hain. But you will see that I normally don't use AI. You will not be seeing me using AI. Okay. Anyone now? Are you clear that okay how we are using modular programming structure to solve these things? Right? Yes, Vivek, because we are teaching things in a lot of depth. Now, if people will be attending, okay, I hope now you're a lot confident, everyone, that yes, this is how I can use AI structure, how we can define things, right? So, we ideas. I have to make sure that I explain you everything, nothing else. Now, I hope you understand that if you want to use this data structure, you should also be aware what exactly these data structures are. Yes or no? I hope that also makes a lot of sense. Let me try to run Python main.py from here. We will see what the error is. Should we find module object is not callable. Self.task. 1 minute. Where it is not able to call it in init. Okay, I think we have messed up the naming thing. Let me check quickly the naming thing. Okay, so when I go on task service, then we have the queue here. The queue is this, and we have the queue and queue. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me rename it. Let's say RQ. Okay, great. So this has been renamed. We have also imported it. Anyone, please ask your doubt so I can clear it quickly. We will make it work. That should not be a problem. Import RQ. And 1 minute. RQ, and we can make it like this. So, okay, I think I made an error. Yeah, let's just keep it. Q only let you chat GPT. Minute. Okay, I think I messed up the name actually. So Q, if it is here, it should be Q. Okay, so no worries. Debugging, like I'm happy. Error is coming. We have to see how we can debug as well. This is a very good way. Now go ahead and get rid of this error. Okay, so I will add another task here. 1 minute. What's the task? Take order from AK official. Okay, so yeah, I hope that gets done. Fix the error. Okay, cool. So let me run this. Let us see why exactly this is. Let us see that. Import name RQ from models unknown. Let me go to task service. It should be Q. Okay, first let me do import task, then we have stack, then we have queue, then we have, this is task service, right? Graph as well. Nice. Now I can create a queue here and it should be good. So this seems to work. Now I can go to main again. Let me go back and run it. Module object is not callable. Okay, let me see this quickly. What exactly is the error? PPL link should be fine. So if I go to chat GPT, okay, this, I think I messed up some very small thing, should be fine. Let us check. Try chat GPT. Sir, mine is showing no error. Yes, Vishwajit, I think I messed up some naming or something because the coding and everything is fine. And honestly, I don't use VS Code that much. Like I'm using this just for your all. So hopefully I just messed up something, right? So again, what is it saying? 1 minute, self task queue. So something I have just missed out. Okay, should be fine. Okay, 1 minute. Let us first stop this. So I will tell you what the error is happening, everyone, as the chat GPT. Like this error module object is not callable. It is just saying that we are creating a queue object, but Python is interpreting queue as a module, not a class. So that is the problem because of which this error is showing. Okay. So we have to make sure that it is read like this from queue import queue. So let us do that. Let me show you how you can do that. Close this main. So if I go on task, and what was the task service, right? So from models.graph, this is what I've made a mistake. Yeah, I think it makes sense now. So pay attention, everyone, what I've done here. Pay attention. I will tell you the error as well. Again, chat GPT is not going to solve the error. It can explain you, but you have to understand what exactly was the error. I imported. So when I did this from models, import graph, okay, then import task, I imported this task, okay, and I imported this queue. But did I imported this queue method, this particular class as well in queue? So if I go here, pay attention. Did I imported this queue from here, everyone? Yes or no? I directly just imported this full file. So that was the problem. Now if I will fix this, let me just go to my task service. And again, seems like a good normal error to me, not a problem. Okay. Fix this. See, this is how we will fix this. From models.graph, we should import graph. From models.task, we should import task. From models.queue, we should import queue. Okay. We should import this proper things. Then I will be able to reach here. Earlier, I was able to reach to the file. Now I am able to reach to the class. So this is what it was saying in the error. From models.stack, import stack. Now if I save this and let's say if I run this, print. What is the next error? Queue object is, okay, I think it has not been saved. Where is the error, everyone? So task, teach from data structure, again create task. Here again as well, I think we have made it. Okay, let me close this. And may not be why. Okay, I think, okay, let me check quickly where else we have missed it. Okay. Vishwajit, I think your code is working. So should be fine. Just these errors are there. Self.task queue task. So let me check this. Self, it is in the task service only. Task queue is this queue. Okay. Here, if I'm in the task service, self.task queue dot dq, self.task queue again in queue. Okay, so I missed this. See, again, common error to make. I just write this internally in queue. Makes sense, right? Now let us try to run this again. Okay, so it is giving me this thing. What I should want rather is print task service. Okay, so it is running, everyone. Let me show you what exactly is the problem. When I say print here, so it is complete task. Okay, it is going to return me this particular task. I can return task dot, let's say, name here. Okay, so just we can fix this. Like I have to override that. If I save it now, so if I go on main, and if I run this now, task object has no attribute name. Okay, let us go back. User, task service. What all we defined in the task, everyone? So when I define a task, we have the ID. Again, that's why I hate this thing. We have title inside the task, right? No name. We have the title. Save everything and we can run this. See, it is saying that, okay, I have completed this task. If I copy this 4 times, okay, I will complete all the task. Pay attention, everyone. So, okay, AK official, I hope you are happy now. Everyone, we have created our project. Just to show you one more thing. So what I can do is I can get the history equals task service dot get task history. And for, like, again, I can write a code here, this code. Okay. If I show you this, this is going to show you how exactly we have. Okay, it's okay. I hate this thing that I have to use. Okay, 1 minute. That's why I don't like AI. So it was good without AI. Is empty. I think we have now. That should be better. So again, everyone, don't code with AI. I will be very happily say that don't code with AI. Okay. Again, I hope you can check that the task history is going to return us this task history. This task history is a stack where we can just pop the items and show that. Okay. So this you can maybe fix, but the idea is that we are able to work on these things. We are able to get all the tasks and everything working. Okay. I can do one more thing to show you properly. When I go on complete task, I can return task ID, task title, and task description. I think it was the case. Now, when I go on main, and now when I run this thing, okay, cool, everyone. So I hope you are able to understand this particular thing. अरे यार, ID is 4 ना, मतलब इतना तो कर दो. Now I'm doing all the tasks based on your case, and then also you are saying ki, okay. So I hope you are clear with this thing, everyone. All the errors are also clear. We have followed a very basic code structure again. Honestly, this is a LLD question as well. You know, many people ask the low level design question. This is that question. This is the kind of question which companies like Amazon, Google used to ask in 2016-17. And you have to code it in, let's say, an hour. Is this clear, everyone? Yes or no? Are you able to now see and able to make sense of the requirements? This readme.md. We are storing task in a list, store users, this user using a dictionary, manage task assignment, track task history. This dependencies I have removed because again, we have made it a lot complex in the live class. Normally it is fine as well. Everyone, I hope that's clear. Yes or no? Let me just check one thing as well. Print length of history. Are we getting anything? So let me run this. So object stack has no length, okay, because it is history. So I should be getting dot pop only, maybe. In the pop, what we are doing, we're returning the items. And we can run this. So I just want to see if it will work, else nothing should be fine. But I hope all of you will know that, okay, this is giving this thing. In the pop, we should have the, what are we popping, everyone? We are popping items. And this item is a task, right? So this item was a task. If this is a task, then this will have a ID, title, and everything. Okay, so I can do in my main, I can go and say, give me the ID here. So when I pop, give me the ID. And this should work now. I'm getting 4 because I completed 4th task last. What I can do is, I can again say something like this. It will show you the history. Okay, so pay attention. Print history. I can do something like maybe title will make a lot more sense here. Now it will show you that, okay, what all tasks I have completed. Okay. And your code is completely working, everyone. See, these were the tasks given to me. I have completed and this is the history. Make sense? Can I have this confetti? Again, I was able to code a full project, working project in all of you. Cool, everyone. So how was the class? Did you enjoy it? Were you able to understand the proper full settings at how we can use data structures? Yes or no? I hope it was not very easy to explain to in a way that how you have to follow the structural method, but I think we done a good job. We were able to make it work, and we have been coding for the last 2.5 hours. That was also a very good thing. And dekho yaar, I will be honest here. This is very simple code for me. I have coded this back in 16, 17 only when I was learning to code. The idea which I want from all of you, I hope you get the basic idea clear, which I was able to explain you. Ki, theek hai, you know the data structures. I showed you how to use it in a proper way. Are you able to create something useful from those data structure? Yes or no? जस्ट इतना बता दो कि भाई नाउ यू फील कि हाँ यार डेटा स्ट्रक्चर तो सबको आते हैं, इससे मैंने कुछ बना भी दिया. डू यू फील दैट दिस इज समथिंग विच यू अचीव्ड आफ्टर दिस सेशन? अगर उतना करा दिया तो आई होप आई एम वेरी गुड, क्योंकि वो बड़ा मुश्किल होता है. दिस इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू एक्सप्लेन हाउ टू यूज डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स इन अ प्रोजेक्ट, एंड दैट आई हैव डन. Okay, so again everyone, I will just repeat once again that you can see all the classes from here. These are awesome resources. Okay, I've put in a lot of effort here. You can just go and see if you want to learn Python. I will be putting in up more concepts. Along with that, we are also shortly coming up with a machine learning and data science course. I think all of you must be aware of that. So just the way I have taught here, I am already teaching big data. In the machine learning and data science course, I will be teaching you from scratch machine learning and data science. Okay. So the machine learning and data science will be taken by me, where I will be explaining each and everything you from scratch with this intuitive examples. So do check that out as well, everyone. I will share the link as well quickly. Just give me a minute and I will share the link. Meanwhile, let me know if anyone has any doubts. I will be more than happy to clear that. Okay. So yeah, this is the course, everyone. Let me just share the link. and hopefully all of you will be able to join if you like the course, right? So let me enter the studio. Yeah, and if anyone has any doubt, let me know, else we should be good to close the session. Okay. If any has any doubt, just tell me, else we will close the session. Okay. Yes, Harish. So I will help you with the overview. I think you asked for that. So let me add the screen again. Let me just add the screen again and I will explain you what all we did. Any technical jargons at the end of this class? Nahi. Why technical jargons? Why you want this? No technical jargons. Simple samajh aa gaya na? We were able to understand everything. Why have to make it complex? So Harish, we started with the data structures. I told you that how we are going to use data structures in a modular way. First, we discussed about the inbuilt data structure. And so that you can explain what I'm doing here, what I'm using this queue and stack, I showed you how you can create these data structures in a modular manner. Okay, so this is something which I showed initially. Then I showed that, okay, these are the internal data structures. We just learned a little bit about them. I shared that in English, I have properly explained these data structures via the Hello Python series. It has been taught by me in complete depth. You can see the videos. Then I explained that, okay, what are data structures? Why do we need data structures? Why are all these companies, they are so hard on understanding the data structure requirement? Then we saw the inbuilt data structures. Then I told you some advanced data structures. Okay. So after that, I explained you linked list in a very intuitive manner. Then we understand about stack, the queues, trees, and graph. Okay. Again, coding this, learning this in one class is not possible, and I won't do that even. That would just be a fun. You cannot code this in a single class, so we will not be doing that. Then we went on to do a task management system project in which we did this project from scratch, where these were the requirements. The project is a task management system that demonstrates practical usage of Python data structures. And we created a user and some task, and we make the user do that task. I have as of now not connected user and task, but we can do that easily. Okay. Next session is not continued. I think that would be taken by Chris sir. So, yeah, pretty fine. I will take another session. Let me know. Let Chris sir know that you like the session, and maybe I can come for another session. That should be good. Okay, so cool, everyone. Thanks a lot. Do reach out to me if you have any doubts. I will be sharing the notes and the code. This is my YouTube channel. Okay. I teach things in a very intuitive way so that it is not difficult to understand. In everything, I do that. Okay. So, yeah. And yeah, should be good. I will be starting a DSA series from scratch on my channel soon. So, you can just follow me on my YouTube channel. I will be happy to connect with you on LinkedIn as well. Chalo, cool then everyone. Let's meet whenever we will. I regularly take session of Chris channel whenever he reach out to me or whenever we collaborate. Just that we were discussing the syllabus for this particular series, the Python which you are doing. And sir said that, okay, I was like, sir, I will take this session because data structures I like very much. I've spent a lot of time. So all these other things also we discussed in depth that how you can use that. So in the next session, which you will have most probably on Friday, just continue from there. You should be having a good thing. Okay. Sir, can we have a video how we make interpretation in EDA? AK, I will do that, but on my channel, like not here. I will try that. Okay. Great, everyone. So thanks a lot. Let's now meet whenever we will. I will share the code and this. I will ask Sir to just maybe put this up. Okay. Put this up at a zip or something. So you can download the code. It was working. I made sure that from AK official, I completed his task as well to make this work. But the idea is that you should be good to solve the issues. A bad coder is someone who don't know how to solve the error, not the one who gets the error. Okay. So yeah, this is fine. Yeah, cool. Bye bye everyone. Closing the bridge. If anyone has any doubt, let me know. Else I will just close it. Okay. Cool. Chalo. Harsh, the next session will most probably be on Friday. I think you can just you can just see the live session of Krishnaik channel, right? There you will get the idea. So we normally schedule that in the morning. So just at 5 or 6 around, just check. Or I think in the LinkedIn as well, you will get it better by LinkedIn. Okay. Yes, Harsh, I will upload all these codes. Don't worry on that. Okay. I hope I see a LinkedIn post tagging me where you say that you have done this course, you have done this particular project. I will be happy to see that. Okay. Chalo then. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye bye. It was nice implementing this project with you. Let's meet in the future sessions. I will be taking session for sure. Thank you. Bye bye.